This is Way Too Long, coach of the FC Seviper 04, bringing you week number 3 of the JBA. This time we're up against the Tennessee Aegislashes and their coach L5. And as always, I have a little team prep for you guys so you can see what I plan to bring. Up first we have Pockets or Klefki holding the Ockerberry. With Prankster we have Steigerlied to take on stuff like Zygarde and High Dragon, of course. We have Magnet Rise, Psyshock and Reflect, and with Reflect and Ockerberry we can make sure so we can live every hit from our opponent's Infernape, like a Flare Blitz. It's the most, like a Flare Blitz makes the most sense here, for example. And also of course we have Magnet Rise and Dazzling Gleam, so the Zygarde is basically no problem for Klefki at all. We have full investment in special attack and speed. We have modest nature, 4 EVs in regular defense, and this EV spread is pretty much, or the reason behind this EV spread is pretty much that I would like to Baton Pass Quiver Dance into Pockets if it's necessary, and we can take on our opponent's team along with these little keys. Yeah. So, and since I said Quiver Dance Baton Pass, you know our next team member. It's Ipkiss the Masquerade for the 3rd week in a row. And as always, he's holding the Focus Sash and Intimidate, because he's so frail. He doesn't dare to go out there without his beloved Sash. We have, of course, Quiver Dance. This time we have Bug Buzz, since there's the chance that we have to take on the Espeon, since it has Magic Bounce to bounce back our Sticky Webs. And with Quiver Dance up, Bug Buzz just does a lot of damage against the Espeon, and he doesn't want to take this thing. Yeah, he doesn't really want to take this thing on then, so we can set up Sticky Webs or Forward moves. And yeah, the EV spread is also like the same as the last week's. Nearly full investment in HP, full investment in speed, so we have as much speed as we can to get our setup, our hazards, and of course some investment in special attack this time, not like last week where we were more physical, offensive, if even offensive. Then we have our Mega Shakenado 4 with the rough skin. We have Iron Head, Dragon Claw, Sword Stance and Earthquake. And here, if we can take advantage of Sticky Webs or a Baton Pass speed boost from our Masquerade, and then on like a switch set up a Sword Stance, I expect Sharknado to sweep our opponent's team entirely. We have high investment in HP with 176, full investment in attack of course with Adamant Nature, 8 in special defense, which would get boosted from a Quiver Dance Baton Pass, and some investment in speed. Then we have our answer to a lot, just like Tornadoes last week. We have Jelly Beam the Tentacruel, this time fully offensive. We have Clear Body, so if somehow Sticky Webs get bounced back to our side, Jelly Beam speed will not drop. We are Choice Scarfed with our nice 100 base speed, so we outspeed actually a lot of our opponent's team members, except for like Duck Trio and Infernape if they are Scarfed. We are mixed offensive. We have Ice Beam for the Dragons. We have Knock Off to hurt the Espeon. We have Poison Jab for Aromatisse, and we have Hydro Pump for strong stab move, special stab move, so we can hurt the Ährwin, the Mega Ährwin, which of course won't be really that a problem if we get the Sword Dance and on our Mega Garchomp. Then we have Hyperion, the Hippowdon, with Rocky Helmet to take on the Infernape. And we don't have Sandstorm this time, we have Sand Force. So basically no sand this week, since I saw that last week when the Sandstorm fucked up our focus sash on Masquerain. And if it's necessary this time to not lead with Masquerain, I want the sash to be intact on the switch in, like having a safe switch in without having our sash broken. I might reconsider this. Maybe you will see Sandstorm in a match if I change my mind somehow, if I think we can lead with Masquerain and then somehow burn our sash and then get sand. We have Stealth Rocks, we have Earthquake, we have Slack Off, and then we have Curse. The reason behind Curse is here, so this is not only our main answer, our physical wall against Infernape, if it's physical. This is also here for the Mega Ährwin, mainly, and with a Curse we make sure we do not outspeed the Mega Ährwin, so Avalanche will do like nothing. And then of course with the defense boost and the attack boost, Earthquake will do a lot of damage, except against the Hydreigon. I think every other one on our opponent's team can get hit by Earthquake. Okay, Misdreavus also not, but I do not really expect Misdreavus, to be honest. Maybe this will bite me later. So Hyperion here to take on this Infernape and Mega Ährwin. I personally think it's more important to plan for Mega Ährwin than Misdreavus, but yeah, if he brings it, we have Knock Off, we have strong physical moves on our Mega Guard Jump. Yeah, it should work. And then last but not least, we fulfill Project Teamwork, the first phase of Project Teamwork here, and we bring the only member of our team that didn't get to participate in a match. We have our Hitmonchan, Two Punch Man holding the Assault Vest and Iron Fist. We have Bullet Punch over Mach Punch, since we have to take on a Aromatisse. We also have Fake Out for another priority move. We have Drain Punch, and we have Rapid Spin, since Tentacool is fully offensive here with Choice Scarf, so I don't want to have Rapid Spin on this set. So if we have to spin away some rocks or our own bounce back sticky webs, this is our Hitmonchan's job this time. We have 248 investment in HP, 176 in special defense, so next to Hyperion as our physical wall, Hitmonchan is our special wall. And we are also Adam in nature with some investment in attack, since yeah, we still have to hit, even if it's a more special ball. Yeah, I think I forgot the EVs on Hyperion, but you have seen them yourself. I have talked enough about Hyperion, he was long enough on the screen, I guess. So I'm quite confident that we can make it this match. Even if we lose, we can at least keep a lower differential. I think this team will be enough to not get swept 6-0 or 5-0. Maybe not even 3-0 like last week, but I'm pretty confident that we can take the win here, and without further ado, let's jump into the match. So here we are in the match, and as you can see, our opponent brings an Espeon, Hydreigon, Aromatisse, Infernape, Duck Trio, which will probably be Arena Trap, Earthquake, Sucker Punch, and stuff, and the Empoleon. And to start the match, we see he leads with Infernape, probably expecting me to lead with Masquerain or Klefki to set up hazards and or quiver dances, and he's right, since I do lead with my Klefki mainly to counter a Duck Trio lead, since I have Magnet Rise on this, so I can avoid the earthquake and hit the Dactyl back with a Side Shock or a Dazzling Gleam, just to break its dash or even KO it. But of course we don't get a chance for this. We have to deal with Infernape. We can live one hit, and especially since I have the chance to get up a Prankster Reflect, but he switches out into the Espeon, which I didn't expect here, so the Reflect is pretty much worthless against an Espeon, and it goes for Substitute the first turn, which of course gets broken by the Dazzling Gleam, since Dazzling Gleam does like 40%. But then it starts setting up Core Mines. Dazzling Gleam now does 24%, so a Substitute is not guaranteed to be broken. He also continues going for Substitute. As you see this time, it's not even broken from the Dazzling Gleam. And it go and it proceeds going for Core Mines, setting up more and more. And here I was really mad at me for not bringing Ditto, since this is my main counter for setups, and I don't really know what to do here, since I'm already prepared to let Klefki go down, and then with low HP my Espeon has right now, knock it out with the Scarf knockoff from Tentacool next turn. Now my Reflect wears off, but still it continues going for Substitute, activates its Salak Berry to get even more speed, which is absolutely terrible for us. And now it we see it also has Morning Sun. So we see Morning Sun, Core Mine and Substitute, and it proceeds going for a Substitute, and I really expect at least one attacking move here, and this is why I cannot really switch in something. I'm too scared of whatever attacking move this thing has. I don't have a Dark type, so a Stab Psychic plus 3 special attack, a Stab Psychic move will destroy everything that comes in. And as I said, I'm prepared to let Klefki go down, but he does not go for the attack. I know he's maxed out with its stats, and Substitutes goes on for Substitutes. And here I think, okay, he will go for Morning Sun now, so I have my chance to go into Masquerain and kill it with Bug Buzz, but here it goes for Baton Pass, so this Espeon has no attacking move. I would have no, and he goes into Empoleon, which is +1 speed, max special defense, max special attack, and the Bug Buzz does nothing. The Scald of course brings us down to our Sash. Luckily, thank God, we get no burn. If we got the burn we would have lost. And here I remembered my team builder, which I recorded like an hour before the match, and I said I won't get swapped with this team. Yeah, now I have my Quiver Dance up, plus speed, which is not even that helpful considering Empoleon has the same base speed as Masquerain. So if he has max investment 2 in speed, then we have the risk for a speed tie and get killed here. And I pretty much had the choice, do I go for Quiver Dance or Sticky Web? But I thought Quiver Dance would be better to get a special attack boost, speed boost, and especially the special defense boost to deal with this mad amount of setup. I know +1 is like nothing for +6, but it's something. Yeah, I said I won't get swept, and now I'm here against this super dangerous Empoleon maxed out on special attack and special defense, so I cannot really touch it. Now I know I have to go for Baton Pass because Ipkiss cannot touch the Empoleon. But I don't really know into what I should switch. I could Baton Pass into Guard Jump, then Mega Evolve and go for Earthquake. But I admit I didn't do the calcs for Scald, but this is simply because I thought maybe he predict me going into Guard Jump and go straight for the Ice Beam, and I think even without these special attack buffs, Ice Beam will just destroy my Guard Jump. Ice Beam will also destroy my Ipkiss. I cannot go into Hyperion, it's get destroyed by Scald, by Ice Beam. Since Tentacruel is not really defensive this time, it's more offensive, as you see. I don't know how, if it gets two-shot by Scald, and it can't really do much back except for knock off, so not helpful either. Klefki probably gets destroyed by Scald, so my only option here to go into with the Baton Pass is my special ball, Assault Vested Hitmonchan. It gets hit by a Scald and it takes it really well, just 51%. Considering this Empoleon was modest max special attack investment with +6 special attack, using a stab base 80 move. It's impressive with +1 special defense and the Assault Vest that Hitmonchan can take this so well. And I thought, okay, a Drain Punch does not kill from this range. I have to bring it into kill range for Drain Punch, and this is why I have Fake Out, which does 6%, and now we are in a good position that we will outspeed the Empoleon. It does not have any attack buffs, so an possible Aqua Jet cannot kill from this range, but Drain Punch will, or at least has the chance. It has the chance to do enough damage from this point. So flinches, of course, thanks to Fake Out. I go for Drain Punch and we miss out the kill by 6%. Go back to full health, and as we see, we activate Weakness Policy. Yeah, now he's at +6. I made a mistake before. +4, of course. Every time I said +6 before, I meant +4. So now he's max special attack and also has a little attack buff. Goes for score back, and of course with +2 more buffs, it will do more than 51%, but still it does 91, does not one-shot Hitmonchan. Hitmonchan does amazing here. But of course, here I have the problem. I'm at 5% and the Empoleon is at 6%. And I'm really mad here that I don't have Mach Punch. I have Bullet Punch, of course, to get some damage off on the Aromatease. But of course, the moves that Empoleon is like famous for is Scald, Flash Cannon, Stealth Rocks, Defog, and also Aqua Jet. Freaking priority. And here I didn't even do calcs for Bullet Punch. I have to go for Bullet Punch even without having the chance really to kill. I didn't know that at this point. I thought it might as well do 6%, maybe, hopefully. Because I can't go for Drain Punch. If this thing has Aqua Jet, it will destroy me anyway. So I have to take this little chance. And of course we outspeed, we do not kill, and I thought, okay, Hitmonchan is dead, but it goes for Scald instead. So it does not have Aqua Jet. I know it wasn't choiced into something since we activated the weakness policy, and before I really thought it might be choice spec into Scald, considering that it just went for Scald. I don't know its other 3 moves. And I thought, yeah, maybe now Aqua Jet is still an option, but it wasn't. So Hitmonchan goes down to score, but it did pretty well, I think. Taking 2 scores, one with +4 special attack, one with +6 from a modest max special attack Empoleon. Stat move base 80. Well, good job Hitmonchan. You did miss out a kill by 2%, but maybe in the season you can get a kill then. So it was not 2 Punch Man, it wasn't even 3 Punch Man. So now of course I bring in Jelly Beam, which is choice scarfed, can take an Aqua Jet, and he didn't go for Aqua Jet here. So yeah, since he didn't go for Aqua Jet against Hitmonchan, I was pretty convinced he didn't have it. So yeah. So I go for knock off here, locking myself into this, which was quite of a mistake because now Empoleon goes down and Duck Trio comes in, and of course it would be better to lock myself into a Hydro Pump at this point. I see this. Yeah, of course, because now I'm arena trapped, I have no other choice to go than to go for the knock off here. Do not kill, do not even have, knock off of course a focus dash and get destroyed by Earthquake. Yeah, at this point, I mean I thought I already lost against the Empoleon, but the Empoleon was really the point of me losing because I pretty much wasted my setup, Quiver Dance, my sticky webs to get rid of Empoleon. I wasted pretty much 2 months getting rid of Empoleon. Yeah, I'm really behind here, so at this point I was already convinced I can lose, but I want at least to give as good as a performance as I can give. So now I go into Garchomp, which I know after Mega Evolving has enough defense to take whatever Duck Trio wants to throw at me. Nothing super effective also, and it misses the Toxic, which is awesome. Here I should have killed it, but I thought, okay, I go for Sword Stance, which was maybe a mistake, considering that I'm Toxic the next turn, as you see. But I thought maybe I can go for a mini sweep, take whatever hits the Hydreigon can throw at me, but of course now with the Toxic I'm not that convinced. I at least got rid of the Duck Trio, and of course the Hydreigon comes in, which is faster than Garchomp and probably just destroys me with Draco Meteor. I expected Draco Meteor here, and this is why I sack off Ipkiss, because I thought, okay, it goes for Draco Meteor, gets the special attack drop, and I can switch something in really safely against a -2 Hydreigon. Imagine if he baton passed that buffs into Hydreigon. I would have probably lost, yeah. Well, maybe Hitmonchan would have solved this too. And it does not go for... It really expected me to here to switch. Does not go for the Draco Meteor Gus for sub, which is annoying. Everything is sub here. So we also see the leftovers, and then since it outspeeds me by far, it goes for the upwards and kills Ipkiss. Our masked hero couldn't do well the last 2 matches. So now of course I go into my fairy type, and this thing has Fire Blast. I can take 1 thanks to the Ochre Berry and break the sub with the Dazzling Gleam. And now I thought, okay, let's just risk that he misses the Fire Blast and go for another Dazzling Gleam, which would, of course, 4 times effective destroy Hydreigon. But he does not risk the Fire Blast miss and goes back into the super annoying no attacking move Espeon. Really, I did not expect a no attacking move Espeon. Who would expect this? With this massive special attack this thing has. Yeah, I go back into Sharknado expecting expecting the heal pretty much, since I know this thing cannot attack. Or maybe even set up and then get the chance to destroy it with a physical move the next turn. Of course I get toxic damage, and here he can stall my toxic out with his substitutes. I go for Dragonclaw expecting maybe the Hydreigon switch in, since I could go for Earthquake like I did on the deck trio, and maybe he thought to be sneaky, switching in Hydreigon with Levitate. But I break this up here, no surprise here. And yeah, I thought, yeah, okay, he saw me use Dragonclaw. He might expect the next Dragonclaw, just me trying to smash his substitutes, blindly clicking Dragonclaw over and over again. Okay, and I thought, okay, here he might go into the Aromatisse. Or something else, just to test it. And here I go for the Earthquake, expecting the Aromatisse. I did not really want to go for Iron Head, and as you see, the Earthquake does a lot of damage to Aromatisse. He has, wants to sack off the Aromatisse next turn. I just go for Iron Head and destroy the Aromatisse. Yeah, so as I said, I do not get 6-0'd or 5-0'd. I'm again down to 3, and so far I can say in my whole Draft League career I never lost higher than 3-0. It's good, I at least kill 3 Pokemon each match. At least this. Never got 6-0 so far, but I won't, maybe I jinxed it now, for the next match. So, and of course I know Hydreigon destroys me here. Goes for Substitute, expecting me to switch. And I just break this with Dragonclaw, expecting him to stay in, maybe going for another move. I live on 1% against the Toxic, and enough for him to kill me with the Dark Ports. Bye bye Sharknado 4. And of course now everything I have left is Klefki with some Dazzling Gleams and Hippowdon. Yeah, and of course here he switches into the next Dazzling Gleam. He lives on 10%, and now, yeah, I can now set this to fast, because now I just try to hit this Espeon with Dazzling Gleams, sometimes with Psyshocks to save some Dazzling Gleams PP, as he proceeds to go for Morning Sun, Calm Mind, Substitute, Morning Sun, Substitute, Substitute, Calm Mind, Substitute, Morning Sun, just stalling me out at this point. Yeah, and this continues, it just continues. Since this Espeon cannot attack me, so we burn a lot of turns here, completely unnecessary as I thought. Yeah, I'm just stalling out my Dazzling Gleams. And I know as soon I'm out of Dazzling Gleams, the match is completely over. Yeah, and here I thought I already was out of... Yeah, I remember. I was out of Dazzling Gleams here. Just have Psyshocks left. And of course Baton Blast is Substitute, and the special defense buffs for Hydreigon. Yeah, and without, just with Psyshock I have left, and I have Earthquake on the Hippowdon, and I cannot hit him anymore. So the match is lost here. Goes for Dark Pulse. Kills Klefki with it. And a lot of this last stalling with Espeon was so unnecessary because I was out of Destiny Limbs earlier than I go. Now Hippodon takes 1+2 Dragon Pulse, which is good. I just go for Curse because I have nothing else to go for. Get some sand damage off of the Hydreigon, which is useless, and then go down to the Dragon Pulse. Yeah, a really long battle, mainly just because of this Espeon stalling. Never seen such a set before. Really, Espeon with no attacking move. Yeah, we lost. We didn't get 6-0 again. We lose 3-0. And like short time before in the PFL, we're now on a 2 games losing streak. Yeah, but maybe we can turn this over next match. There's always a next match. This is just a game. There's always a chance to get a win. Maybe with some better prepping. Here I definitely, my mistake was not to bring Ditto, to stop him buffing, not bringing Tornadoes, which would have outsped like everything in this team, which would have destroyed everything, but I didn't want to rely on Tornadoes as much as last week. I thought, like I said, this team was enough if I get a good start with Klefki and Masquerain, maybe getting a sweep in or something, but I really did not expect, I did not even anticipate this substitute comma and baton pass Espeon into an Empoleon. But I thought we played really well around the Empoleon. That could have easily been a sweep, but we stopped this. Yeah, I'm not that disappointed. It could have done much worse. So this was way too long. Hoping for a win the next matches, and I see you at the next match, which will be against our conference division rival, the Westchester Wilds, and see you there. Peace out.